I wasn't expecting it at all. I even told the policeman, this reminds me of home because we have lots of this at home, and this is totally what is it's unexpected.
So I have some pretty unfortunate news here today. I'm standing outside of a house in Calgary that has been vandalized because it has a Stop Notley sign. It's not just a house, actually. It's a daycare for children run by a Filipino immigrant. And as you can see behind me, it says racist. On a fence behind me, it says Nazi. I couldn't believe it. Someone just texted me a picture of it, actually, as a bus drove by. So I picked up my stuff from a Racial Notley event that I was at and came over here. I just chatted with the homeowners here, the Filipino immigrant, and as well as her husband, and here's what they had to say. Walk me through what happened. You woke up in the morning, you run a day home, and you
Okay.
saw the messages outside. Just tell me what happened.
Okay, so I usually wake up 6:30 and I look out and I open the blind and all that. So before 7 o'clock, I did that, and then I saw a blue sign together with the orange sign on our lawn, and I was like, "Oh, why do we have the? Where did that come from? We only have the orange one." And then I told my husband about it, and he took a closer look, and he said something's wrong. So that's how we discovered what happened around our house.
You called the police pretty quickly after that, I imagine.
Yes, we did. Immediately after, a few minutes after, we did call about 7 o'clock.
What does this mean to you? Like, is this something you expected in Canada? You're from the Philippines.
Yeah, right. Well, going back to your question before this one, the one of the policemen asked me if I had the differences with my neighbor, and did I have any argument with one of the parents, and I said no, and I've been running my day home for 7 years now. And when he was talking to me, he saw a couple of the kids who are in my day home, and they're from different nations. So he was like, well, obviously, this is not meant for you. So he asked, what were we thinking? How did this come about? And I said, well, the only thing we could think of is the sign that we got last weekend.
What? How does it make you feel being called a racist and a Nazi even?
Oh, I feel really bad because I feel really bad. I had mixed emotions. It's totally how do you call that, below the belt, or yeah, it's totally offensive for me. And actually, a lot of my friends like send me messages saying, they don't know you, of all people, why you? We know you very well and all that. So
Is this what you expected when you came to Canada? Like, this isn't something that I would expect in Canada. I've never actually seen a house get vandalized because of a political opinion being held. I just don't know what to make of it.
I wasn't expecting it at all. I even told the policeman, I this reminds me of home because we have lots of this at home, and this is totally what is it's unexpected.
I wouldn't be surprised if the people who did this to your house watch this video. What do you want to say to them?
Well, I would tell them, I am a person with an opinion, and I think this is a free country, so we can put what we think out there, and it's totally, we can argue about things, but this is way too much. How can you go beyond your political opinion by destroying somebody else's property and all that?
I can't believe that this happened to these folks, and I want to do something about it. I want to pay to get all this cleaned up. I want to pay for their fence that has been damaged, and I want to pay for their siding that has been damaged. If you want to help us do that, please go to daycarevandals.com. That's daycarevandals.com. There, if you pitch in, we'll be able to give these folks some money to help them out, clean up this mess as soon as possible. Like I said, it's a daycare, for God's sakes. I'm beyond frustrated. For the Rebel.media, I'm Keean Bexte. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed our coverage. If you did, please be sure to like and subscribe. It's a pretty unfortunate event that I'm covering today. If you can, please do go to daycarevandals.com. There you can pitch in to help this family out.